Call of Duty, one of the powerhouses in gaming and one that in recent years has felt lacking. This year, we are seeing the 19th annual release of a COD game, and it's a big one. This is Modern Warfare 2, a sequel to the largely successful Modern Warfare 2019. Today, we will be discussing if this year's release can potentially spark some re-interest in the franchise, and if Modern Warfare 2 will bring back Call of Duty. Well, with that, let's move straight into this video. So let's roll back the years. It's now 2012, and you have just seen the Black Ops 2 reveal trailer. Immediately, you are met with a feeling of excitement, an urge to play the game. This is what is mainly regarded as the prime of Call of Duty, the years where annual releases were hyped upon, and people would be standing outside of GameStops at midnight, with some even setting up camp for the night, waiting eagerly for the release of the game. The innovation of COD was at its peak. Games felt fleshed out and felt like true experiences. Now, don't get me wrong, the newest Call of Duties still have their own unique taste, but the question is, what made the older Call of Duties special? Well, this isn't a straightforward answer. Was it the lack of innovation, the unfinished games, or the ball your eyes out sweaty lobbies that were filled with skill-based matchmaking? The year is 2003, and Infinite Ward had just released the first ever Call of Duty. At this point, the gaming industry had already seen the likes of Wolfenstein, Halo, and Battlefield, to name a few. These games had already dominated the first-person shooter genre, but a new contender had planted its seed and would later dominate the gaming industry as a whole. The first Call of Duty would also be released in this year. At its core, it was a World War II first-person shooter. This game laid the foundation of COD, a campaign and a multiplayer. Call of Duty would continue to expand upon the already familiarized format of the campaign and multiplayer. As the years went on, we finally reached Call of Duty 4. This game, also known as Modern Warfare, was a massive success, with an engaging campaign focusing on modern warfare, the introduction of characters that are now well regarded as the face of Call of Duty, and also an engaging multiplayer that for its time broke records, new progression system, perks that can enhance your character's traits, and an iconic multiplayer experience. This was it. This was Call of Duty. At its core, a fun and unique experience. Later games like World at War would continue to expand upon the foundations that COD 4 introduced, and would add the implementation of the Zombies game mode. This strive for innovation continued throughout the years, with Modern Warfare 2 bringing nuke streaks, Black Ops 1 bringing a new era of COD storytelling and gameplay, Modern Warfare 3 expanding upon the last few games, with it adding specialist and enhanced Spec Ops. Black Ops 2 innovated on zombies, making some of the most hated and beloved zombies maps. These years are well regarded as the pivotal years of Call of Duty. But it wasn't just the innovation of gameplay that contributed to Call of Duty's success. It was also the community. The years that are well regarded as COD's prime also coincided with YouTube's uprise of popularity. This is when content creators started to upload their first ever COD videos. The YouTube scene was there, and with the uprise of COD, the prime of Call of Duty would dominate the gaming industry as a whole. Years went by, and with COD entries being yearly releases, well, there was an issue. With CODs being pumped yearly, Call of Duty games would become less hyped upon. And with corporate greed mixed with the reliance of microtransaction, COD games started to slowly die down. This is evident near Infinite Warfare. The reuse of another futuristic game in the third year in a row upsetted the COD community, and famously, the Infinite Warfare trailer would become one of the most disliked COD trailers in history. In response to this, a remaster of Call of Duty Modern Warfare would also be released with the game. This remaster would act as an incentive to purchase Infinite Warfare, as Modern Warfare would only be accessible via the Legacy Edition of the game. This downtrend would last throughout the years, and with World War II and Black Ops 4 underperforming, it seemed the downfall of COD was imminent. Then came Modern Warfare 2019. At first, this game would be just another average annual release, but just as March rolled by, a new game mode known as Warzone was released. This was a huge success, as Warzone would dominate the Twitch industry and eyeballs were now set on this new upcoming Battle Royale game mode. With Fortnite Battle Royale becoming one of the biggest games in history, well, Warzone was slowly rising up the charts and becoming the next big thing. So, is that it? Did Warzone save COD? Well, that is a tough question. Black Ops Cold War released and it was a solid COD experience. In fact, it even surpassed Modern Warfare in player counts. Cold War had just reached 100 million players in the first quarter of 2021, and it seemed to be growing at an astounding speed. But as the year rolled by, the player count started to decrease. In fact, by late 2021, the player count almost halved with 66 million users. This was already a sign that the over-reliance of Warzone to sell CODs was slowly failing. With Treyarch being pushed to develop a game that they didn't even create, with Sledgehammer being the original team that were supposed to produce COD 2020, the game started to have a content drought through the later seasons of the game cycle. Although players such as myself still kept playing the game, but then came Call of Duty Vanguard. The reuse of a World War II game just didn't hit the mark, and many players were upset with this. People were immediately comparing this game to COD World War II, which already had players divided, and it wasn't looking good for COD to say the least. And while with zombies being near unplayable at launch and the game feeling very unfinished, the state of the COD community was starting to fall apart. This also reflected with Warzone, and by early 2022, the player count tanked at around 44 million. This was a full 50% decrease from Black Ops Cold War's launch, and it seemed to continue to spiral down. The sudden downtrend of Vanguard has put the game's player base to around where Black Ops 4 was in 2018. The current state of COD is well on a decline, to say the least. So let's head back to the question of the video. Will the new COD bring Call of Duty back? This is the same question that I feel most people have before a new COD releases. But with the popularity of Modern Warfare 2019 and the record-breaking player base that Warzone generated for the later portion of the game's lifecycle, can this be the same case for Modern Warfare 2022? Well, with the name alone and the immensely popular original Modern Warfare 2, it's safe to say that it's going to be a hit no matter what. But with the upset of Vanguard, I feel there is definitely going to be more speculation for the new Call of Duties that will be released from now onward. But with the recent uptrend of Modern Warfare 2, I can only imagine that the game will break records. And with the apparent break Call of Duty is having with yearly releases, this means Modern Warfare 2 will have 2 years of active support, which is always a positive for the game's longevity. So, what do you think will happen with Modern Warfare 2? Will it be an instant hit, or will it be the dying ember of a once beloved franchise? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. But with that, if you have enjoyed this video, please do consider smashing the like button, as it does help this video spread to more viewers on the platform. And as always, until next time, take it easy and goodbye.